Well, if you're wondering what just happened there, it is the theme of today's episode. We are going to take the classic hyperlapse, but put a little twist on it. Because you may have seen our launch video for the Insta360 GO, which had a really cool clip, which looked a little bit like this. And so many of you people were commenting like, how do you do that? What is that called? Well, that's what we're going to show you today, because it's actually super simple to film and the editing is even easier than you could imagine. So we're going to show you exactly how to shoot, edit in this episode. Before shooting anything, you need to make sure that your camera has the correct gyro collaboration, which is as simple as a few clicks on your mobile. I'll show you. And let's go to gyro calibration. And it's as easy as that. All you're going to need to shoot this epic effect is your magnet pendant, incognito under the shirt, your Insta360 GO on the center of your chest, and whatever awesome locations that you can scout where you are. So let's go on an adventure.
So an important point for all of these shots is to have a central focus. That is for your stance and also for the GO on the magnet pendant, like this. So stand in the center, have as smallest amount of movement as possible, even better, don't move, so there's no shaking. A lot of you guys have been asking where we film our episodes, and you know that we film in the wonderful city of Shenzhen. So we thought we would show you to some of the coolest parts of the city. And here we are at Huachang Bay, which is the world's largest electronic market. And to show you around, I'm going to do that in an easy hyperlapse. Speaking of technology, when you are filming these kind of shots, please refrain from checking your phone because things are going to be moving around and it will look really lame. So remember, center, steady, let's go for the hyperlapse. So with your Insta360 GO and some of the editing tips that you're learning through this video, you can turn even the most boring of walkways into a really cool, creative space. But another top tip for you guys is that even if the walkway is slightly shorter, make sure you're walking at a steady pace. That's usually for the best results in hyperlapse mode. It's really predictable. Okay, so we've ended up on a rooftop again. But that's true Hannah and Sky style, so whilst we're here we may as well try and make an epic hyperlapse. So when editing for this effect, at the end of the sequence, we're going to put a 360-degree spin, which means yes, what is in front of you is important for the shot, but also the architecture above you. And that's why we choose this place. So we're just looking back at all the footage from today, and we're playing around with the effect right here, which looks super cool. So let's hop back to the office and show you guys how to edit this in more detail. Let's go.
What an adventure that was. Now it's time to edit the footage. So at the start of this video, I told you that it was even easier to edit than you ever imagined, but I'm gonna give you a few options because it's that simple. So for your shorter footages, like the one that we shot in the tunnel, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the start and you're gonna use this grid matrix to choose your center point. And then you're gonna go to the end of the footage or where you want to finish, and you're going to repeat that process and choose the center of the shot. But here you're going to see this curved axis here, and that's where you're going to place the 360. So when you play back, you get a little bit something like this. Fabulous. Okay, so if you have a slightly longer footage like we shot, for example, in the escalator, you might want to play around with it a little bit more. So at the beginning, we're going to choose that center point again, like we did in the first one. Let's say a few moments later, we want to spin things round again. We're going to choose that center point. Let's flip it to a 180 on the axis. Why not? And then at the end, we're going to set that point again, and we're going to do a full 360. And this is what we get. Feel free to play around with the speed. All you do is click the edit button, speed, choose your preferred speed. So let's say we want to choose ×4. We can do that for part of the video. If we want it to go faster, we can choose 6. And if we want to go even faster, we can times it by 8 or 16. And it looks a little something like this. And on days that you're feeling the most lazy and don't want to do any editing at all, it's no problem. We can just go here to stories and choose the hyperlapse theme, and we need 4 shots for this effect. So we want to use this theme. Let's say we don't even want to choose, we just want the AI to do it for us, which looks a little something like this. How easy is that? Gone are the days of taking all your amazing footage and then getting to the end of your vacation or your daily lifestyle vlogging and thinking, I can't be bothered. I can't wait to see the results that you guys have with this technique. So because we took a lot of footage today and wanted to make a really cinematic sequence for you guys, we first edited in the mobile and then put the footage in the computer and spiced things up a little bit with Premiere Pro. So if you want to do the same, just choose your favorite editing software, but our version looks a little bit like this. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. It was so much fun to film. So as always, hit the subscribe button, definitely notifications, and I will see you down in the comments. Yes, it is me replying to those comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.